Just thinking about this get me fired up, y'all. The United States of Africa. Say, listen, who would want to stay in America if we all could be in Africa with all the beautiful women, all the diamonds, all the gold, housing, health care, we growing our own foods. Like, I feel like we living in a Bible, but this time, Revelations will be on them because they damn sure wouldn't be on us.
Please welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. So lovelies. I came across this video for you, and I thought to share where Black Americans are actually reacting to the Burkina Faso and TRAORE, controversy. This actually got people reacting, and I was able to put out some stitches from Black Americans. Yesterday I put some stitches from pan-colored people to actually know what they have to say about this whole discourse on how West do not want to actually leave Africa alone and its resource. Lovelies, I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. So lovelies, wanna just leave your thought in the comment section. Subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that. Like, and let's get into the discourse of this whole controversies.
When Kanye West said that slavery is a choice and that you have a choice, I didn't hear him the first time. But now I'm hearing him loud and clear. Because quite literally, we have these three individuals that are doing the best of their ability. They are shifting the entire narrative of Africa and leading the pack. Leading the pack on the path of self-sufficiency, self-determination, all you can think of, just bringing the black dollar back home. And I don't hear nobody talking about this. It's barely any voices talking about what's going on between Burkina Faso and him, IBRAHIM TRAORE, almost getting assassinated almost 20 times. They tried to assassinate this man 20 times. In fact, they are using our own people to do it. Yes. Oh, I know you're saying, oh, that's an African issue. That's not an us issue. Oh, hold on, because I can prove to you that that is not accurate. This is a video that was taken directly from the meeting, the congressional meeting for AFRICOM. What is AFRICOM? The United States or the African version of CENTCOM, which is basically the Central Intelligence, in which they are using the highest ranking black officer in the Marines in the entire service. He's the highest ranking member, in which he just told Congress that Burkina Faso is now using the same gold reserves that they took back from France and all of Europe and decided to put back into their country. Him in America just told the entire Congress that Burkina Faso is now using those same gold reserves to protect IBRAHIM TRAORE. And even if they was, who the fuck gives a damn? It's their money. Them not your resources. That land do not belong to America. And here we are sitting in 2025 in another situation where we saw what happened with Muammar Gaddafi. We saw what happened with Gaddafi, in which they raped that man. They sodomized him publicly. They turned the public against Gaddafi, told the whole public of Libya a bunch of lies. And all this man was trying to do was liberate Africa as a whole, not just Libya, but also sent billions of dollars over to America for the black African community over here. The black African American community, ex-Farrakhan. The United States blocked him from sending $1 billion over here for us, which was the start of several payments Libya was trying to pour back into our community. And here we are, and they're trying to do the same shit to Mr. Traore in Niger and Mali. And I don't hear nobody, everybody talking about how they gonna get their hair done. Y'all talking about, oh, this man ain't no good, this person ain't that. Baddies, shot o'clock. The baddies are in Africa right now, and y'all paying attention to baddies more than y'all paying attention to what's really going the fuck on. They actually are. Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, Ghana. All of them are trying to find ways to invest back into the African American culture and actually try to help uplift us and pour money, black dollar, back into us. And y'all so focused on baddies. Meanwhile, America is using our own to try and take down IBRAHIM TRAORE and the president, the current acting chief and head honcho in charge of Niger. They've tried numerous times, and they've had their eyes set on Mali for God knows how long. Y'all can't tell me that slavery ain't a choice, because this shit is happening right in front of our eyes, and for whatever reason, the exposure is not being put out there. But I'm gonna keep talking about it, because I'll be damned if I be a slave to their bullshit. I'm rooting for Africa. I'm rooting for Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, as well as Ghana, Senegal, Chad, Goba. I'm rooting for all of them, because they're all rolling back the neo-colonial shit that we have been speaking about for decades, since the transatlantic slave trade. And they're actually putting Africa back on the map and fast tracking Africa into their own industrial revolution. I mean, for God's sakes, they created their own fully functional electric car and immediately started unplugging all them toxic plugs from Europe through the meat, textiles, through electricity, energy sources, all that. And they put $5 million, this man included, on IBRAHIM TRAORE's head. The people they tried to pay took the money to IBRAHIM TRAORE and said, hey, folks, they trying to run down on your ass. Here go the money, on. And it didn't work. Them folks out there is ready to risk their lives for IBRAHIM TRAORE. And we're just looking in the opposite direction, pretending like this shit not going on. As much as you think you can't help, you can help by simply liking and sharing and commenting under this video, so that the word does indeed spread far and wide, so that America knows that we are watching them. We see what the fuck y'all doing, and y'all not gonna get away with this shit. And especially what y'all doing in the DRC as of right now. And with everything that's going on in the DRC, President Tashiki, whatever his name is, and what's going on between Rwanda and the DRC, and how America was able to wiggle their way into those mines, I'm not going for it. I'm gonna keep talking about it, because right now these countries is going out of their way to make Africa black again, and I support it 1000%. Now, I did make this hat, and it is on my Patreon and my YouTube if you ever want to find it. But yeah, I'm supporting them, and y'all gonna see me walking around and make Africa black again. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Walking around in my Make Africa Black Again gear. Y'all gonna hear me loud and clear.
Just thinking about this get me fired up, y'all. The United States of Africa. Say, listen, who would want to stay in America if we all could be in Africa with all the beautiful women, all the diamonds, all the gold, housing, health care? We growing our own foods. Like, I feel like we living in a Bible, but this time Revelations will be on them, because it damn sure wouldn't be on us, if you understand what I'm talking about. Man, listen, this dream gotta come true. I'm telling y'all, man, all my melanated people all across the world, but we all should be one. And imagine if we all came together and we all was one. What would them devils do then? Huh? Yeah. Y'all always talking about you wouldn't be your ancestors over here in America. Well, right now is your time to prove it. Because guess what? The Tamarian God is standing on business, and I stand 110% behind Africa and all the decisions that this great president is making over there, man. Y'all don't understand. To take 4.8 million people out of poverty and give them hope and build homes and have your own tomatoes. They growing everything over there, y'all. Like, Africa is on the come up. Do you hear me? They getting brick roads. The man just invented his own tires. This is why the U.S. is trying to take him out. They hate great leaders. That's why they got rid of Gaddafi. But it's time we stand up. If anything happened to this man, I guarantee y'all gonna feel a rage like never before. I promise y'all that. It's, hey, at all costs, we have to protect this man. Real talk. And I love y'all, Africa.
Have you guys seen what's going on between these two? This is Alassane Ouattara. He is the president of the Ivory Coast. In the Ivory Coast, they have been accused of a failed coup attempt against IBRAHIM TRAORE. This just happened last week. And this is General Langley. He called out IBRAHIM TRAORE by name. Some people say it was a smear campaign. And believe it or not, these two have teamed up. You can see Langley, he went to go visit the Ivory Coast to meet the president. And they're even taking a photo shoot together. You can see Langley sitting on the couch with the president. This is all very public. There's no secrets behind their relationship. Langley even got an award during this visit. Do you guys think these two are plotting something? It seems a little odd. They met up shortly after all that stuff just happened to IBRAHIM TRAORE. I don't think that's a coincidence, but let me know what you guys think. Comment below.
Talk about black faces in high spaces.
Chairman, I see this and I don't mind calling them out, but Captain Traore and Burkina Faso, as they know that both, whether it's their gold reserves, that is all those proceeds are just in exchange to protect the junta regime. There's a number of examples across. Even in Sudan, what's going on with the rapid support forces and Burhan of the Sudan forces, when you get down to it, is all about the revenue that can be drawn out of that. And there are nefarious actors in the CCP or in sometimes Russia are complicit in those activities.
We know the real reason why the United States is going after Burkina Faso, though. Like, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Really standing on business. Why not use one of our own to carry out the speech? Because who better to use than someone who's been psychologically and politically damaged and also indoctrinated by the United States military? Of course, like every other situation in the past, they always use a black man as a scapegoat to further their agenda.
These are puppets that have been put in front of the Negro community by white liberals. These are parrots that have been put in front of the Negro community by white liberals. You can't name me a Negro leader who has betrayed Negroes, who has not been endorsed, sanctioned, subsidized, and supported by the white liberals.
Africa doesn't own their own wealth. It's their wealth, but they don't own it. Western companies own the mines in Africa. They extract the minerals. They set the prices. They ensure that the wealth will never benefit the people whose wealth it truly is. I mean, look at Congo today. Congo produces 70% of the world's cobalt. That's the mineral that powers your smartphone, your laptop, your electric car. Without Congolese minerals, there's no Tesla, there's no Apple, there's no Samsung. Yet the people of Congo remain among the poorest people in the world. Why? Because their wealth is not theirs. It's stolen by Western corporations, by Western companies. The system is kept in place through war. The West doesn't want a stable and independent Congo. That's why they fund proxy wars, why they support rebel groups like M23. They use other African governments like Rwanda and Uganda to do their bidding, to keep Congo weak so that the wealth remains available for plunder. Wallahi, this is a grotesque injustice. It's a grotesque injustice that disgraces the whole world. Congo is a bleeding, open, gaping wound on this earth. Understand this, Africa will never be free until Congo is free. No matter how well any individual African country does, the continent as a whole will remain wounded, mortally wounded, so long as Congo is being plundered. Please understand.
On some real shit, if something happens to IBRAHIM Traore, we as a people have failed him. We already failed the South African lady who was out here saving all them kids and told everybody on the internet, listen, they gonna unalive me because I keep on saving these goddamn motherfucking kids. And what they do, they unalived her. They already unalived Gaddafi. They made it seem like that man was the worst man living. And right now, France and the US is trying to arrest that man. Why peace can never get a break? You know, that's what I'm realizing as I get older. Every single day I get older, peace can never get a break. Love and peace, those two things can just never get a fucking break in this realm we call life, or whatever this thing living. I don't know what it is, but peace and love are the two things that people just can't sit and just let it be. I don't know what it is, but all I'm saying is that if something happened to that man, us as a human race have to let go of the simple fact that these things are going to keep on happening to us, and we're never going to figure it out until we do figure it out.
So all the he say, she say, us being loud and angry about what the society or the government is doing is literally absurd and very hypocritical for any of us to come together and say anything about anything, because we're seeing worldly great things happen and seeing the higher ups, the elites literally control these things and kill these people, unalive these people. And we go about it the next day as if nothing happens, because us as a human race decide not to revolt. So that's all I'm saying.
Nah, I don't think so. It's not gonna work today, buddy. All these secret conspiracies against African leaders trying to put black people against him, it's not gonna work no more, man. It's over for that. The same way I did Lumumba, the same way I did Gaddafi and other African leaders, it's not working. This 2025, man, we here with it. We here with it. 19 assassination attempts. 19, bro. I ain't gonna lie, my son is protected by God right now, bro. He's protected by God right now, because that's not happening, bro. All this type of coonery activity, trying to put a coon up against an African leader, bro, it's not working, bro. So, U.S. General, you better, for me, you got something coming from the people, bro.
So I just got off my morning time rabbit hole, and this time I learned about IBRAHIM TRAORE. I hope I'm saying it right. Basically, he should be a prince. I'm telling you, he should be a king. He's only a president. Where's the country? I'm gonna put the country right here. It's not Ghana. I know it's not. I don't think so. But I'm gonna put it right there. Girl, tell me why this man, and one, he rejected invitation to see Donald Trump, period. That's one. But he didn't also start making look like, I don't want to say projects, but it's giving like New York style project-based homes for the community. But anyways, I feel like that's great, because there are still homeless people that need housing, that are, So he's more focused on his country, period. That's what's up. Girl, he is amazing. Like I said, he should be a prince. He should be a king. He should be moved. I don't know. Like he is the embodiment of black excellence. And I'm Black America, but I see y'all over there, and is you speaking that shit though. Like when he's speaking, he like, y'all putting in fear in us. Y'all telling us that this person did like this and he dead, and this person did like this and he dead, and the Haitian motherfucker did like this and he dead. And it's the same thing in America. Martin Luther King dead, Malcolm X dead, got all black, the Black Panther movement, where they at? They gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's you. They don't just do it to us. They do it to not just us in here. They do it to everybody. Like they ain't a motherfucker thing. You know what I'm saying? But he's spinning that shit, and I really hope and pray and hope he stand on his shit and they leave him alone. But you already know how these goddamn monsters are. But he's doing beautiful things. I love to see it. You can't keep him down, you get what I'm saying? Like, we always gonna prevail. It's always gonna be righteousness in this, you know what I'm saying? But that's beautiful. Yeah.
You're going to be hearing the name Captain Ibrahim Traore a lot on your timeline over the next few days, as he is the first, yet the youngest world African leader that is being targeted to be unalived by the West. Now, you might have heard of Captain Traore before, as he is known to have kicked out and overthrown the French in Burkina Faso back in around 2022. You see, the US military chief for African operations actually briefed the US Senate, accusing Ibrahim, saying that he is hoarding all of the wealth, all of the valuable resources within Burkina, and that is becoming a problem. Further accusing Ibrahim of hoarding these valuable resources for himself at the direct expense of the people of Burkina Faso. However, with anyone with more than 3 brain cells, we can understand that this is a common lie that the West likes to tell. We know that this is not what's actually happening. What is happening is that he is actually protecting those resources from being further exploited and further taken advantage of by the US and other Western actors. Surprisingly, when someone from their homeland wants to protect their resources and not just frivolously give it out, they're demonized as this terrorist that's in some drastic need of humanitarian intervention. Unlike many other African leaders, is actively choosing to fight against against Western colonialism. This guy has taken back gold mines from the West, has actively survived over 20 assassination attempts. It's very clear to me and anyone with eyes that the West are unbelievably terrified of a united Africa and any other African leaders that want to follow suit. You're going to be hearing the name Captain Ibrahim.
I seriously love this. The most annoying part of all this discourse and this controversy that is going all over the social platform is the fact that the West decided to use a black man against a black man. Like this have always been their tricks. These have always been their plan. Like they go as far as to, they go as far as to fuel people like your own brother, your own sister, in order to use them as a weapon to fight against you. Like imagine your own brother being a weapon fashion against you, against your progress. They didn't want to come so direct, so they decided to bring a black American man, so that black people were like, oh my god, no, black people are not falling into that tricks anymore. What they want is to continue making black people divided. This is just what they want. This is their agenda. They just want a black person or a black man to be an enemy to his or her fellow black person. And the thing is that these tricks has already been casted and black people are getting more aware right now. I am so super, I feel so okay that black people are beginning to understand that this has always been their trick. This has always been a way at which they do things to make it look like we are our own enemies. They want to just keep us divided because they knew that dividing us is going to make them conquer. It's going to make them conquer black people in the entire world. To just keep us divided, to actually make us feel that our own brother and sister is our problem. But they knew deep inside of them that they are the real problems. They are trying to use our own to actually, get black people keep on getting divided. But the truth of the matter is, black people are waking up. They are waking up. They are noticing these tricks, and this is just the good thing of all of this TRAORE, Burkina Faso, and what have you. And I like the fact that other African nations are joining to this cause. Like Kendrick Lamar is like, he said in one of his lyrics that the revolution is not going to be televised. I don't know if you guys can actually, correct me with that phrase. He said that when the revolution starts, it's not going to be televised. That's to tell you that all of these things that is happening with, Burkina Faso and the West is not even televised. I am only seeing this on the social platforms, on the, TikTok most specifically. But I'm not seeing this on the national television. It's not something that is even being televised. That means this guy, Kendrick Lamar, he actually saw what was going to happen. And now to the fact that black people are waking up to the reality of life or to the reality that is in front of them, it's just what makes me to have this, finally, black people might actually, come together. Even if they have been coming together, even if they already, these people want to continue enslaving people that looks like me, continue eating from what, God has given to them. They are very quick to mock, African countries, to talk about how poor they are, how uncivilized they are, how undeveloped they are. But they don't want to leave this African country. They don't want to leave their God-given natural resources. But they are so quick to talk about how, they are so poor, you're not civilized, go back to you. Like, the most annoying part is the fact that some of, our African brothers and sisters who find themselves in the European countries, maybe in the course of looking for, daily bread, they are being harassed every day and every time of how you need to go back to your country. The same country that you come to steal all of their natural resources to develop your own country. And now these people are trying to come to look at the stolen stuff that you have stolen from Africa, you're telling them to go back. Like, there is this podcast I saw on my For You, and this lady was like, oh, she's a lady from a European country, and it's actually a podcast. And she was like, oh, that she's so tired, she's so sick and tired of so many African migrating to Europe. That why are they running away from, why wouldn't they go or migrate to Europe when you guys keep on stealing their natural resources that was supposed to create opportunities? Like, I must really commend the president of Burkina Faso. I must, like, this man, this young man is doing so many things that most of these African leaders are ought to do. Like, it's not as if they can't do it, but they are being, pressurized to be corrupt in order to, in order to make the supremacy to still be alive. But this Burkina Faso, presidency or president decided that no, we are done. Like, he is done with the colonization mentality. He wants to use what God has given to him or to his country to develop their country. And these people are so upset about that. This man actually made education free from, to the university level. This is exactly what so many presidents cannot do in their country. So many presidents cannot give free education to their citizens. There are so many that can do that. But this man was able to do that. He was able to create, hospitals, beauty hospitals for free healthcare. Like, he has done so many things in the space of 2 years of him becoming a president. And this is the same person that these people are saying that, oh, he's keeping all of the natural and gold and mine whatever to himself, to protect himself. Protect him from who? Like, he's protecting himself from who? From you people? For him to survive 18 assassin. That means these people are so angry to the fact that he's trying to make Africa what it was supposed to be before this colonizers, decided to come, invade. Like, what is wrong with these people with Africa? Well, I thought most of these Western countries are just so, blessed with wisdom, with education, and what you can actually do things yourself without trying to, like, look for who to steal from. Yeah. Like, seriously. I'm just so upset to the fact that these people will not leave these people alone. They won't leave these African countries alone. You want to save Africa? Why not start from Congo? Congo, it was supposed to be the richest country in the world. But no, they are the poorest. These are the places that natural resources are being gotten from. These are the places that even the phone that we all are using, but these people are suffering. They are suffering. They are being harassed, GNOC and all. That's why anytime I see Palestinian people, I guess, like, because black people also have their own problems at heart. Seriously. Anyway, lovelies, wanna just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that. Like, leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one. And also, to those people I stitched their videos, I actually left the watermarks in order for you to locate them and go support them, support what they create. And that is it. Thank you so much for all my newest subscribers, because I noticed that I had, thank you so much for all the love, and the people that share my videos, thank you so much. And I will see you when I upload the next one. Comment section of what you think of this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that. Like, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.